On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back at the abandoned mini resort. It's a little bit less abandoned now, and today we're going to finish up some of the biggest projects we have to do. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, here at the abandoned mini resort, it's a cabin, like I said in the first video, and we have to start by changing these locks. So this is how they left the lock. The day I bought it, it looked like that. And we left it like that because there's really nothing in here that's valuable. It's just an empty shell. But today, we're gonna go around and try to get some of this stuff sealed up while we continue to work on everything else, like the interior. So we gotta cover a lot of the openings on the back that we just exposed, where we took off what was really, 250 square foot of house that we got rid of. So obviously the deck's gone, everything downstairs, it's all getting cleaned up right now. Let's get this lock done first, and then we're gonna show you guys something that's really crazy. Well, guys, we're installing this lock, and it turns out it's taking twice as long as it should have. The door frame doesn't even have holes for locks, but for some reason it had locks. So we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna do, which is probably punch some new holes. Let's see, 7/8 ought to do. Well, these guys are hauling up the second water heater into the dumpster here, and the lock project is still going on. Who would have known the door was never built to have a deadbolt, and the door frame didn't have deadbolt holes. We're literally building it all. But down here, we gotta show you guys the craziest thing we've found so far. This is the door to underneath the house. Look at that, there's actually a light. There's a washing machine, a water heater, and all of their trash. They literally were taking all of their trash and just throwing it underneath this house. That is absolutely crazy. Look at that. So now we get to clean all this out, so we have to have the dumpster back again. There's a light break to dig all of this out of here and get it back together. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but hey, at least this looks better so far. All right, it's time for an update and to do some Q&A. Why is it time for that? Well, because day 4 was a little bit of a waste. We woke back up Sunday morning and we were gonna do some more work, and we were all exhausted. Nobody's bodies wanted to do anything, so we did the few things we had to do, which was clean out the basement, like I just showed you guys. The washing machine, the water heaters, all of that trash. We needed to get it in the dumpster before they came and picked up the dumpster, so we did that. We changed the locks on the front door, or I did, and that ended up taking almost a full hour. I've never seen a lock so bad. The door frame itself didn't even have holes drilled in it for the strikers and everything to go into. So we had to kind of fabricate the entire door lock system, something that usually takes you, what, changing a lock, 10 minutes max? It's literally like 4 screws. It took a solid hour to get that done. They screwed the striker plate to the frame on the previous door latch and never even had a hole for the deadbolt, but it had a deadbolt there. Kind of odd, but now it all works, and of course has massive screws going back into the frame of the house. All the things you usually do for security, we did all that, and I got that done. So we were exhausted and we went home after that. Which means now I have time to answer some of your questions. And the first and biggest question in the comments is, why are you calling it an abandoned mini resort still? Well, what's a mini resort? I don't know how you define it, but smaller than a normal resort with multiple buildings pretty much adds up, and that's what we got right here. Yes, it was a joke and it is a cabin, but I'm gonna keep calling it the abandoned mini resort because I like the name. So we're gonna stick with that. Also, a lot of people ask what I paid for it, and what I paid for it so far is about $42,000. And I think I got a pretty good deal. 2 lots, almost directly on the water, and a house that could be lived in soon. We're gonna do a lot more to it before anyone actually lives in it. And a lot of other people want to know, why don't we just bulldoze the whole thing? Well, the structure is amazing. The foundation rocks, the cinder blocks, there's not a crack in any of them. It's got great bones. So the deck did not. The deck was a horrible hack job. We got rid of that. We solved that problem. And we will have to re-roof it. And we are going to fix the electrical by taking out that second panel and moving everything to the modern panel. But there is absolutely no reason to bulldoze the house. It's a okay size, It's gonna work out for exactly what we want. We're gonna build like a studio apartment kind of look inside there, and then kind of continue it with an outdoor living space right here. And we just bought some more land that I'll talk to you guys about later. It's basically right beside this. And I just found out it has its own park. So we have a nice park for our resort as well. There's not much on it, but we're gonna clean it up here in just a few. And then the final question. A lot of people keep asking, where'd the cats go? Well, I don't know, but they're not here anymore because we threw away all the food and all the water. And as far as I can tell, the owners took them when they came back, but I have never seen another one. So that's good enough for me. As long as I don't have my own pet cats now, which there were a lot of comments saying that I did, I definitely don't. They vanished, and I'm happy with that outcome. I assume the old owners took it when they came back for their dogs, but you know, if not, they left. They went and found a new home, somebody else that would feed them. So there you go. That is day 4 of working on this place. There's a lot to get done. We're planning on having new sheetrock going in less than 2 weeks. And when I mean like 2 real weeks, not 2 work weeks. And I don't know how we're gonna do it. We don't even have new boxes in and all that fun stuff. Like all the new electrical needs to go in before the sheetrock goes up. There's a lot of work to get done on this thing. So we're gonna crank it out this weekend again. We'll be right back at it, trying to get as much done as we can. Hopefully we don't touch the roof this weekend, but I know Eric kind of wants to. We have to finish getting all the sheetrock out of the house this weekend. All the trim has to come out, and he's actually talking to the lumberyard right now to have this exact siding remade. It's like a 5-inch cedar siding, which nobody makes anymore. So he's talking to a mill about having the pieces made so it can match. Otherwise, we're gonna re-side the whole house too with smart siding. The list just keeps adding up. And we were planning on being done by the end of July, like move-in ready. So those are all tall orders, and we'll see just how far we get. We got a new dumpster for this weekend. I'm gonna start pulling trash, pulling trim, pulling sheetrock out of here, and hopefully we make some serious progress. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Abandoned Mini Resort project. We're getting there. I mean, we're doing better than the Escalade so far because we're not starting over again. And we'll get it done pretty soon. This place should be absolutely stunning. Even this sidewalk here that I've showed you guys that goes up to the house, I think that's even gonna come out. We're gonna do like tiered steps. We gotta do something. It's gotta look correct. And this weird ramp, it doesn't really work out. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you wanna do, and I will talk to you next time. I'm sure there's a few more questions people want to answer, like what's the budget? The budget is anywhere up to another $40,000 to finish the remodel, even though we're budgeting $25,000. Hopefully that's all it takes to turn this thing around. As you guys know, that'll disappear in like an instant. It'll take a pallet of sheetrock, that's $1,000. It'll take probably a pallet of OSB on the roof, it's $1,000. I mean, the thousands disappear like that when you start rebuilding houses. It is no joke. All we can do is get in here and do the best job we can with what we've got. Also, a huge shout out to Ron, who lives up here and told me about that park. I'm pretty excited about that. We're gonna get that all cleaned up. Should make the neighbors even happier. And huge shout out to all the neighbors here that are amazing. We've been hanging out with them. That, you know, they all come here, talk to us, see what's going on, and we've all been hanging out with them, trying to make the neighborhood more beautiful every day. And when it's done, it won't look anything like this. I think the entire front yard, we're just gonna chainsaw it all out, cut it all out, and we need to come back with fill dirt and fix the entire yard, and then put in, you know, all the tiered steps. We're gonna bring steps up to here, all the things we were talking about. We got a lot of work to do. Anyway, back to work.